And I'm picking incantation, frolics, and I don't know, pervaded. Okay? Those are the ones I'm going to pick to learn today. Okay? Now, if you see here, it says learn right here. You can go directly to this learning section because that's what you usually want to do after you pick your words. So I'm going to click on learn. It loads my learning session, and I'm going to begin learning. I can test my sound if I want to, but I already have listened. It says the word frolic means plays.
The word.
It uses in context. Now, this is reading. Now, it's interesting. If I click it really fast, oh, it was too slow. If you click it really fast, it gives you an error message. It says, you need to read this first, okay? And I didn't read it. Actually, I clicked too soon because I was trying to prove a point. But you do need to read that. In fact, your students need to read that thoroughly because that's one of the most important sections of that. Here it says type the word and press enter. All it is you're copying at this point.
Type the word, frolics.
Now you have to do it based on listening to it. You can hear it as many times as you want. You also can see it over here. But your students, you can try to have them test themselves by not looking at that. What does frolics most closely mean? I think it means plays, yes. Now I can go next step. The next word is incantation.
The word incantation means magical song.
Okay, I would encourage your students, I always encourage students to slow them down sometimes if they're, depends their level, but especially I do a lot of ESL, and reading and listening to themselves read is a good idea. You also know that they're doing it if they're reading it. This is not trying to speed read. This is actually trying to get them to read. So take time to really read this. Do you see where it says want more information? Look it up here. If you click on that, it goes to an online dictionary, and you can get lots more information about the word incantation. And in this case, it means a magical song. That's the what it's used as in this context. Now we're at pervaded. It means spreaded or existed throughout.
Pervaded means spreaded or existed throughout.
Do you notice how it takes it from the context? And I really like that. It is harder for ESL students to learn from context, but eventually that's what we want them to be able to do as they learn more vocabulary. And we all know that using context clues is one of the skills that a good reader needs to use to boost their fluency and also their reading comprehension. Pervaded.
Type the word pervaded.
Spreaded. Okay, now I want to show you this next step. This step is where you have to read the passage and put in, this is called the close, where you have to put in the missing word. Such things, observed Meg, who was as much a child as ever about dressing up. No, as long as you can trail around in a white gown with your hat. Oh, okay. I obviously wasn't paying attention. I'm not quite sure. Anybody want to type in what they think it is? Let's see if I get it wrong. I didn't. It was frolics. Okay. It corrected me, okay? And it says no. It means plays. It means she was frolicking at that point. So it tells you that I was wrong. So it's not going to show that I learned that word. So now I have to go to the next one. Next step, it's going to make me relearn it. Actually, this is good because I haven't had to relearn it again. Frolics means plays. Okay. Plays. Okay. Next step. Now it gives me another chance so I can remember that frolics, such things, observed Meg, it's about dressing up frolics, dressing up playing around. Okay. There we go. It's correct. So I'm going to keep learning. The speech of 2 pages without a single break, Hagar the witch chanted an awful incantation. Okay, I got it. Man, I'm surprised, Little Women. I always think of it as children's literature, but it has lots of good, solid vocabulary. And we know this is the only word left, but that a pleasant atmosphere of home peace pervaded. Another word, it spread throughout it. Okay. So now I can go to the home page because I'm at that point. Now, when I finish my learning session, remember where I want you to go is My Learning, My Documents, and it will show me on My Learning, It tells me my reading time per day. I can look at a chart if I want to, but look at the words I've learned. It says I've learned 6 words. You see how it added my 3 words? Incantation. It added pervaded and frolics. It puts it in, obviously, in alphabetical order. I'm in the middle of learning a lot of words at this point, so it shows that I've learned even more words. I do want to show you the charts really quickly because I think they're cool. I can put some, let's go at word learning per day, okay? And I'm going to show my chart. So it says in 5/11, I started learning 7, 5/24, 13, and today I started learning 9. I learned 3 words today, and on 5/24, I also learned 3 words. You can view, you can print your chart, you can view other charts, you can look at your learning errors by type. That'll be interesting because I did make an error. I've made one error, and you guys just saw it. Do you remember? I put the wrong word in a closed chart. So that's some of your progress charts that you can look. So you really can keep track of what you're learning. Okay, we have time for you guys to do this on your own. So I want you to go in, select classic literature, choose 3 words that are handpicked, and do a learning session. And I'm going to give you about 7 minutes to do that, and then we'll come back. Chat if you have any questions. Remember, you start by going to home. Go to home. Go to home. Oh, sorry. I'm going to do to everybody. I'll just put the directions here so you don't have to be looking at them. Go to the home page. Select classic literature, Rewordify, and then go to the purple bar and choose handpick words. After choosing 3 words, click on the Learn. It's like a button at the top. And then complete the learning session. Go to the My Learning My Documents page to see your progress. Okay, those are the directions if you need to scroll up and read those as you work on the same time so you don't have to be looking at the PowerPoint.
Denise, this is Anne Marie.
Yes.
When we're done, remind me because I'd like to ask everybody a question. And
okay.
Just remind me if we have time, okay?
And everybody, so they know too, your chat box, can they adjust theirs like I adjust mine? I can pull my chat box and make it bigger so I can see everything or see more. I don't know. I'm just letting people know. I think they could pull their chat box down if they want to look at the directions better. And we'll come back at 8:56, okay, and talk about it.
Denise, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll show them that later, not right now, with the chat pod.
Okay.
Yeah, but they should be able to see it. They should be able to see it. Everybody, if you can, if you're having trouble seeing the chat pod, just let us know, okay? Hopefully all of you can see your chat pod down here at the lower right-hand corner of your screen. But let us know if you can't, and I'll work with you.
One thing I didn't show you guys, but they had on the video, was the flashcards. And some students may like to use the flashcard format. It does pronounce the words for them. One thing I do like about the program is that they have lots of audio support.
Everybody, I'm just going to repeat what Denise put in the chat pod. in case you can't see it, the question is, when you're done with the activity, when you finish, please type one of the words you learned into the chat pod, okay? And Denise, I'm going to start trying to repeat whatever you put in the chat pod, repeat it for accessibility so when it goes into the PD portal.
Okay.
Oh, slough. Oh, goodness. Good job, Dot. What is that?
I'm not sure. Oh, see? I thought it meant to slough off something, like a scab sloughs off.
Yeah, a pond. I just learned something, Dot. Thank you. So a slough is a pond. A slough or a slough. Am I saying it right, Dot? Slough. Slough. Another good one from Christy. Commenced means begun. So that's where they get commencement from. Graduation commencement. That's where that word comes from. To commence, to begin. Very good. It's a great word.
Leslie, you're on the phone, right? So it may be that you cannot do all the activities on the phone. I have not tried to do that. It's not letting you select, I think. So do try this when you have a chance on the computer. And I have not tried it on like an iPad or something. It may have different capacity in there. Oh, we're getting someone's affection. I'm going to try it on my phone right now while I'm waiting. I'm going to go to it.
How many more minutes do we have left?
We have about 1 more minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do it on my iPhone. I have an iPhone, and I just selected the Gift of the Magi and Rewordify. Let's see. And so I can do it on an iPhone. It could depend on the, your operating system of your phone. Yeah, I'm able to do it, so that's kind of cool. Okay.
Pedro, what is barista? Is that like a barista from Starbucks? What is a barista?
I know what that is. Okay.